Cliché though it may sound, the whole world really is watching America decide on our next president. We'll be taking a closer look as Election Day draws closer, and we start off with Seth Doane and Elizabeth Palmer in Europe and Russia. We begin with Seth Doane.
Here in Europe, they're watching this election closely. And while two names are at the top of the ticket, one seems to get the most attention: President Trump.
He's really taken the world by a storm.
In a good way or a bad way?
Well, in an American way.
The chummy Europe-U.S. relationship has strained recently, the longtime allies parting ways over climate change and spatting over trade, with new U.S. tariffs on products ranging from French-made airplanes to Italian Parmesan cheese. Trump has also criticized NATO partners for not paying their fair share.
First of all, he has a point. I don't think any future American president can let up on that and just say that's okay.
The United Kingdom's former ambassador to the U.S., Sir Kim Darroch, knows both worlds well.
People who are used to a more traditional American form of diplomacy find this extraordinarily disruptive and disconcerting, and they really don't like it.
Darroch made headlines in 2019 after a confidential government memo leaked in which he referred to the Trump administration as diplomatically clumsy and inept. This type of direct assessment, he argues in his new book, is typical.
You also at points praised Trump.
He had some messages that really connected with people, and his way of delivering those messages was extraordinarily effective. The difference now in 2020, though, is he has a record to run on.
Judgment of that record, and in turn America itself, has been harsh in Europe.
America's a superpower. It's becoming less so.
America doesn't have the same position that it had in terms of its moral authority.
A recent Pew Research survey found America's reputation among key European allies at a record low, and little confidence in President Trump's handling of world affairs.
Do you think the world is moving past America as this superpower?
I don't really. American leadership has been very important to Europe and I think to the world. And if it's not there, you just worry that the world will become a more insecure, more dangerous, more conflicted place.
The U.S. gets low marks here for its management of the coronavirus pandemic. Broader issues like health care and the recent protests over racial inequality. In many parts of Europe, this election is not only being seen as a referendum on President Trump, but on America's leadership role in the world.